Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time.
Friday, July 2nd, and we're talking about Trinidad.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yes, girl.
That's unique.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's unique. That's unique. Yes. No, wait.
Queens is in the building, y'all.
Yo, Moochie, can I get that theory, please? Let me get that theory. You know what I mean? I need that theory right now. I don't need it tomorrow. I don't need it Wednesday. I don't need it Friday. I need that theory right now.
You know, black girls don't really have to do stuff like that. What we gotta do is take naps and moisturize. And we pretty much good to go.
Right.
What's up, everybody? Oh, I ain't got my lights down. I need to turn my doggone lights down. All right? I need to turn my doggone lights down. Hold up, y'all. Oh. All right, we are here. Talk about the episode EMF. I got a panel tonight. We gonna have some fun. I'm Moochie, and this is MOOCHILLA'S Reviews. So let's get into it, y'all. Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl. All right, I gotta put my we got BX in the building. She curly. She curly. BX in the building. She curly. What's up, Tamika?
Hey, y'all.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, you mean to tell me this thing don't work once I go live? Inga, you heard my doorbell, right? It's not working now. I know I was wait. Let me see.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing.
How about now?
No. Oh, yeah, now I hear it. Yeah, now I hear it.
And we got Harlem.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, pretty girl.
Hey, what's going on?
Pretty girl.
What's up,
How y'all
y'all? So
Good
what
morning.
is
what's up is I'm in here. I just want to let y'all know I'm in here packing my suitcase because I'm on my way to Detroit so I could drop kick Lucille's ass with put my foot all up into her backside, all the way up her rectum, and throw her ass in the fire. That's how I'm feeling right now. My blood is boiling. I'm pissed. I'm on my way to the airport and go to Detroit, find that bitch, and throw her ass in the fire. I'm so pissed.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that's how I'm feeling. And I'm gonna normally I don't do little videos, but I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna do not tonight. I mean, well, with y'all, I'm gonna rant.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, there we go. I said I'm gonna do a little video and I'm gonna rant on her ass. I'm really gonna get into her, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah, she was horrible this episode, y'all.
She been horrible all that since season 1. She's been horrible. It's just getting worse and worse. She's always been a horrible character, and this is getting worse. That's just my opinion.
Okay, pretty girl, what are your first thoughts?
I was thoroughly entertained for the most part for this episode. I ended the episode like, well, this was pretty good. I was kind of proud of BMF. I mean, that's, some shows we expected, some shows we surprised, but they really did a great job. There was some great scenes. I had a couple of favorite scenes. I was like, okay, there's some people over here putting in the work. They got twists, they got turns. So I'm liking the direction it's going into in terms of some of the twists. But I don't like the family being broken. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Well,
What's your
blame
take?
Lucille for that.
What's your first thoughts on it, Tamika?
I told Moochie I may not be watching no more of this show.
Yeah, she
I
did.
got a headache, y'all, like a literal headache. Yeah, the stuff with Meech and Terry and B, Mickey and Markeisha, whatever. It is what it is. But this whole Lucille and the tearing down and her being disgusting and Charles, like I don't know. I'm in an emotional state right now, so I can feel different later. In the show that we just finished reviewing earlier tonight had two serious things for me. I'm just like, we don't have to go here. Why are we going here? Like, what they
Thank
gonna do?
you.
They gonna take Charles out now? Like,
Thank you.
I'm not
Preach.
feeling it. I'm not
Me
feeling
either.
it.
Me
I'm not.
either.
Neither
I
am
don't
I wanna what I thought about it was I feel like they trying to really break up the black family and break down the black man.
thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to
I just
overtalk
I didn't want
nobody.
to
I'm so glad you saying it.
I
Damn.
didn't
Thank you.
want to I didn't want to say it, but I'm like,
No,
I
say
mean,
it. It has to be
how
said.
much
Stop
could
pussyfooting
she?
around these people. Say it.
I just don't understand how much more did she have to emasculate him.
She wants to get the
Yeah,
scissors and
that was
chop the
that
niggas' balls off.
needed.
That's what she wants.
That
And
was
then
just
shove it
too
in his
extra.
mouth.
Mm.
I mean,
Oh,
listen, yeah, okay. And I know it's gonna be some woman in the chats all weekend long on at somebody's platform gonna say that, well, he cheated and all that. F all that. F all of that about the damn cheating. Okay? It's not the man wasn't like he abusive, beating you up. He still was a good father, husband overall. He screwed up, yes. But to tear him down like she been doing, and she been doing it since season one, y'all. It ain't come. The cheating thing was one small thing. She been tearing him down before he cheated. People need to go back and watch. So I'm
yeah.
done with her. So I'm
Oh, oh,
if Tamika said that she might stop watching, I mean, I know she said that's how she just feeling like this moment. I
uh-huh.
understand because that's how I feel about the Shy too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired of it. They keep tearing down these black, the black family, the black man, the fathers. Man, get out of my face with this. I'm so tired of it.
All right, so
I'm gonna shut up.
I'm gonna look at the chat before we talk about our first reactions to certain things. Hey ladies, I haven't watched episode 6 yet, but I just left your trailer predictions episode 6. As far as your poll question, Meech is a know-it-all, my way or go your way. Hothead, but I predict he listens to Loco. And he did. Okay. Now, what did y'all think about this week's Mexico episode segment?
Pass. Go to the next thing. Don't nobody care. Why do we care about Mexico? I mean, I don't. So pass me. You can go to somebody else.
I know they put the Mexico part in for the division to show the division and what made their relationship with Mitch and Terry's relationship split. But I just feel like it, whose version of this are we getting of this? Is it Terry's?
I don't know.
I
I
feel
ain't
like
even thinking
this
about
season
Mexico.
definitely Terry this season.
Okay.
There may be Southwest T, the real person. Maybe he said he wanna have more input on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he ain't had that much input last time around. I don't know. So that sounds like that might be plausible. What you saying?
Yeah, it's given like this is his POV.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were getting that because we don't see that much dialogue with we see Meech it seems like Terry has more dialogue than to me. That's just my thoughts. And on and he has more interaction with his family than Meech because he's in Atlanta and he's popping up back and forth as far as that goes. Um, what did y'all think of the Loco fight with Terry?
I'm a
I
little
don't care.
frustrated. Go ahead,
Wait,
Tammy.
wait. One at a time. Go ahead, pretty girl, and then you go next, Inga.
I
I,
don't say I don't care about Mexico, so go ahead.
I was thinking about this too, like this whole season, because this is a tough spot because we dealing with business and we dealing with family when it comes with the brothers. Now,
Mm-hmm.
me particularly, I don't love the way I feel like Meech. Not saying he's necessarily taking side. He's taking local side per se, but it's frustrating because when they, get into altercations, and I'm speaking of Terry and Loco, Meech always seems to side with Loco, even though T get on my damn nerves because he always complaining and is a Debbie Downer all the time. But I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to business, that's what Meech is thinking about when he sides with Loco. But it's also business and personal when it comes to Terry because he's frustrated with T. He's sonning him. He's the little brother. So I feel like I don't know. I just really don't like the dynamic when it comes to that threesome there. I don't know how I feel. And it's complex, so I can't say Meech is handling right or wrong. I don't know if I like the dynamic.
I feel like Loco's boy didn't trust Terry from the beginning because he cheated on his girl. They like if a dude cheat, but how you saying that and in the same breath you just don't see Meech around none of his women. So it's like, that's to
Yeah.
me that's like he's contradicting himself. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
On the Mexico scenes or fast forward scenes. What's up to Marcus? Family first. This is Tammy Collins' point of view.
Mm, mm,
Oh, that was the informant, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, by the way, we will be doing the documentary when this ends, so please be sure to keep y'all notifications on because I know it airs after that, and we'll be doing like a recap discussion talking about it. What did y'all think with hold on, let me go. I'm trying to go scene for scene. So they both was not telling each other what they was doing with business as far as them both being low on product and them trying to make moves to get product to move it. Terry had one way of handling it and Meech had another way of handling it. Anybody got any thoughts about it?
Yeah, that really was the bottom line is that they both not telling each other what the other one is doing. They both trying to do what they way. They both got their egos. They both stuck in their ways. That's pretty much the bottom line of it. So we can see why they, split apart. Terry pretty much feels like, well, Meech ain't been telling me what the hell he doing anyway, so I'm gonna do what I want to do, and he think he doing it the better way, and we losing sight of how we started and what we were starting for, and us being in this together from the tomb, from the womb. I feel like we losing sight of that.
Yes, I agree. Your thoughts, Inga?
I ain't got no damn thoughts.
You pissed
I ain't got no damn. I don't care. I don't even care. I
You this episode got you that in your feelings like that?
don't like shit like that. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
I can see.
yo,
Look, my mother and father. I don't. And this ain't like no bit, no secret business or nothing like that. Everybody got something in their family. My mother and father, they split up. They bust up. They had stuff going on, similar to Charles and Lucille. You know what I'm saying? Money, infidelity, all kind of crap. Okay, but one
mm-hmm.
thing my mother never did, she never beat my father down of like and tear him down as a man.
I
She
know.
never did no stuff like that. That I don't know. Yeah,
I had a
I
problem
don't
with
play.
that too.
I don't play them kind of game. I don't like that. Be different. Somebody's abusive. Now, somebody abusive, I don't give a damn. Like we all jump and kick somebody's tail. On somebody abusive. That's different. Charles is just man. I ain't getting back into that. I ain't gonna stop. Far
We
as
gonna get
Terry
to
and
it.
what's your comment? Terry doesn't run BMF. He's just a worker. Meech is BMF. Once Terry get that in his mind, then all this will stop.
But can y'all remind me of when this happened? Like, because they were partners, kind of technically. So, at what point in this show? And I'm just asking y'all because I can't recall. Is Meech at the point like I run this? Like, I can't recall like what happened to where he's like,
I'm gonna
this
give.
is
I'll give it to. I'll give you an example.
okay.
I'll give you an example. Do you remember when they went into the limousine business and then Terry wanted to be solo and he had his foot halfway in and halfway out?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think
Okay,
that's.
thank you.
I think that was the
Okay,
beginning of all of that.
okay, thank you.
When
Right. Right.
remember he
You're
was
right.
with his father going to church. He got moments where he want to be a saint and then he want to be a sinner.
You're
And
right.
I'm being
Mm-hmm.
honest with you. He'll go to church, be the best child. You know,
Yeah.
he does it with he's the middle child. So he does it with Nicole. You see how he was doing the tattletale stuff with her? And then he
Mm-hmm.
playing the middle and cause he the middle child. So that's how I see it.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot
I'm
about
a
that.
middle child, but it's just the way he doing it. It's just like I
Yeah.
don't know. He seems grimy on both of his siblings. That's my thoughts.
And he don't know what he doing half the time. So
That one right there, young boy. What's up?
yes.
Terry
Hey,
wants to
young
be
boy.
me, man,
Right.
just because I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, what y'all thought about B Mickey wedding? So y'all think he had another nail added to his coffin?
I
You
was
know
not.
something? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, the last couple episodes, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. The last, since he showed up on the scene, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was I was really believing his story that he was sorry for what he did and the whole thing about the wife, the baby, the whole thing. That part shocked me. I didn't see this one coming. I don't know why I didn't catch this one. And I even
I
asked
didn't
y'all
see that
last week,
coming
not last
either.
week, not last week. No, maybe when we did the trailer breakdown. I said, what happened? Or maybe it was when I did my own live. I can't remember when I mentioned it, but I did mention. I said Lamar had another visitor when he was at that rehab, but
You
then we
did
never
say
and
never
we never
told
saw that
nobody.
again. And I said they dropped the ball on that. So I had to
I
give
remember
them.
you
I
said that.
had to
I think you said it
apologize.
the first episode.
Yeah, yeah, I knew I had said at some point, and I said okay. So I'm glad that they did revisit that. So it turned out it was B Mickey, and this whole thing was a plan to get back at
Mm-hmm.
the brothers,
I kept
and they
wondering
and they
that
used
too.
Lamar
Hmm.
in the process. So
I told y'all B Mickey was freaking trash. He ain't good.
I was, but
They been
Tamika,
playing B
to,
Mickey since season one.
but I must have failed for it because I was feeling for the little girl, and I thought the little girl was gonna lay on the sofa and be dead. That's all. I don't know why I thought. I said, "Oh my God, the little girl gonna die." She right there on the. I thought it was. I did not see that coming, and the wife is in on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't.
They could
I ain't
take her
really see it
ass
coming.
out too. Her and
Okay,
him.
now that I know that he's a snake. Well, I mean, he been a snake. He been a snake, but now that he pulled at my heartstring for a minute, I was feeling sad for him and getting married and all. Man, yeah, now
Yeah,
forget
turned out
him.
to be some
Throw him in
real
the fire
sad.
too.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this: what did y'all think of Jay Pusha Man? And do you think that the brother set this whole meet up with these two, with Terry? Because remember, Terry was talking to the brother a lot.
Possibly.
Terry was talking to Sean, this the right hand man, right? That's what you're talking about.
No, Terry was talking to Pusha's brother. And remember when he said the comment about how he backdoors everybody? Like he said a comment not
Oh,
those exact
To
words.
Carter when he was talking to Carter. Okay,
Yeah, when he's talking to Carter. Now, do you think Carter linked these two up?
maybe. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I just
I,
thought about it sitting here staring at this picture, y'all. To be
oh
honest,
yeah, I didn't. I didn't
yeah,
think about it because I never thought no more about Carter after we saw him. You know what I'm saying? So I never. Yeah, I didn't get that deep into it with Carter, but maybe because he pissed at his brother for getting his fingers chopped off, and he's a drunk and a degenerate now. So maybe he might want to get back at his brother. So maybe he gave Terry some intel.
any thoughts,
Maybe.
pretty girl?
Yeah, Carter, he's scheming from the background. He over there just drunk and telling Terry whatever he want to tell him about his
Hmm.
brother. He upset and
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
Hmm.
Terry throwing him some cash, for his information. So I definitely think
Hmm.
his brother is behind, some of it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Hmm. Probably.
He need an inside guy, and that's his only. I feel like that's the only person he can trust in St. Louis to give him intel.
What did y'all think of the whole Moors coming in? I thought they was gonna stick around longer.
Well, that's how BMF do. Sometimes they bring in people for one episode and then they gone. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, remind me of the
Yeah,
Teakwood thing. Jay
yeah,
Pusher will think that Keo has betrayed him. Yeah,
yeah, she may go.
I knew that Purdy would survive.
I ain't kidding about Purdy. I was hoping she was dead.
She already said she can't do this no more. I think she's done with the music business. Ultimate payback. They treated Beat Mickey like trash. He lost his mom, girl, and baby.
Yeah, it's giving, like single white female. It's giving married black male. Like he getting close to the parents. Like he's trying to, he always probably consider him, the third brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He always, I feel like, wanted to be a part of the family. So he's getting paid back. And I mean, maybe, getting
And
close to the parents is part of that payback, but it's also something I feel like
but
he's
that's
always been wanting
diabolical,
to
pretty
do.
girl. That's diabolical. You, I mean, it's one thing if you get back at me, but you go to my mother and my father and get them all involved and be schmoozing up to them.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's kind of
that's why I
diabolical.
think they're gonna take him out. This
Oh
is
that's
yeah,
going
the
he
thing.
he
gonna
got.
earn it.
That might be the funeral scene, Tamika, that we was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
He's
saw
funeral.
pretty girl. We saw a picture online or something where it's supposed to
Yeah,
be
I
a
saw it.
funeral. Oh, you saw? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
and
in the one of the first trailers.
oh yeah, okay, okay. So then that might be it. That might be the film because we saw Lucille crying. She wouldn't be at no these other
Yeah,
in words of funeral crying.
nah.
So so it got to be about Brian.
I didn't expect this to happen this fast like that. I thought it was gonna be a build up to the episode and then it happened.
Carol, please. It's being Malcolm on there.
B Mickey said he would square it up with God, so he may be a goner.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not a
Well,
stalker. Sounds like B Mickey wanted a slow burn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving unique a little bit.
Uh-huh. This whole season has been the funny type side episode. Writing wise, no shade. Excuse me. Um, what did y'all think of the whole thing with how Nicole do that in the church and tell him right like that out in the
I
open,
didn't like
y'all?
that. I ain't like that. I said, why would you do that? I would have pulled you outside, or you know what I'm saying, like in the some outside the building where ain't nobody watching and looking at right there in front of everybody. Of course, he gonna react a certain way. You know that was stupid of her,
She's silly as hell.
and
Maybe
she
she
seemed
thought.
to think, pretty girl, you went off to college and stayed on the dorms, right?
Hmm.
Do you think that you could have had if you was Nicole had a baby and still talking about you gonna go to class and have your scholarship and all that? Come on. And you in
No,
Atlanta by yourself, no family, friends down there. Come on.
yeah, it's unrealistic. I mean, I do see like, her going to the dark side and just being with Meech and letting him help her. But realistically, like the people I saw that got pregnant in school, they was gone the next semester. You know, unless you got a big support system that's gonna watch your
Heck
baby.
yeah.
You know,
Yes.
That's
yeah,
the hardest thing to do.
yeah.
I mean, you really have to
You
have a
can do
strong
it,
support system
but
where,
it's hard.
people's
No,
really helping you.
I was pregnant and was going to school, but I wasn't on campus. Like I was working and then going
Yeah.
taking classes, at night, in the evenings and stuff. But that was a struggle. I told Pre Girl about that the other day. That was a struggle for me. But
Yeah,
imagine being on campus. She talking about she gonna be on campus. You can't bring a baby into the dorm room
exactly. That is
with
not
a
going.
roommate in the room and she not thinking. That's LaWanda trying to tell her. You need a support system. LaWanda's like, oh, don't get me involved in this.
She sound like she's in La La Land.
She
She
is.
is.
And Bree's gonna help us and we're gonna make it work. Child, please. Breeze is probably 18
He's is
years old.
already saying he don't want no kid.
Mm-hmm.
What's y'all thoughts about this? That
Breeze and
that
Blue on.
Sears bill done came back to haunt Lucille.
She's
She
still
done
been
ran
using it.
up behind church clothes.
Look at her
No,
outfits and stuff and her wigs and everything.
exactly.
Yeah, she used that Sears credit card and went and was buying all kind of stuff with
She
her
better
polka
go get
dot
some
dress.
money from Terry to pay that bill off. How you sitting here whining about bills like this that you put in your baby name? Now she probably gonna have trouble getting a doggone apartment with her credit.
Well, okay, well, wait a minute. She is pissed that she can't get the welfare because Charles still there, right? But she ran up them. Charles didn't run up that credit card bill. Didn't want her to. He was pissed when she did it in the first place.
Yeah, she not taking
So
accountability for
it's
nothing that
Charles's
she's
fault that
doing.
you in debt. It's Charles's fault because the house paid for it. They don't owe no mortgage. Okay, Meech took care of that in early on, so there is no mortgage.
All they gotta do is pay the water bill, the
Yeah.
To
taxes
get
on the
the
house.
utilities,
Utilities
electric.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
food.
like I said, the utilities, the taxes on the house, and food. You ran up the Sears bill. That's on you, mama.
Okay.
That's
Oh, and it answered our question that we've been asking every week. Yes, she's still working at Wendy's, making
Mm-hmm.
$4.50 an hour.
Yep.
Maybe it's time for you to find another job. You don't have to stay at Wendy's.
If she
Well,
could have
based on the
drove,
dialogue, it seemed like she possibly just quit Wendy's to be a pastor. I could. It wasn't clear. I got to rewatch it, but it's made it seem like she put it on the application. But I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Is she doing both?
well, she put down that Charles was still in the house, so that disqualified her from that. She was close to getting it until she mentioned she was married. So the
Well, that's
question is she gonna go back and lie on her application?
Oh, she might. She probably will. No, but she's not gonna be satisfied until Charles jumps off the roof or something. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna be satisfied until he's just completely out of their life altogether. Then
Did you
she'll be happy.
did you say jump off the roof?
who's doing
You
the
know what I'm
budget.
saying? I ain't gonna say the word, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got what you
Until
saying.
he
Until
just
he
take
delete
his own
himself.
stuff up out of here. Yeah,
I think
like
he. I think Terry gonna take him out of that house. He need to go live with his son. I'm
we've
Yeah.
been saying
sorry.
that every week. We've been saying that. Tamika said it. We all said it.
Yes, Charles, go live with Terry,
Yeah.
please. That way you could see how this girl got him wrapped around her finger, and you could talk him out of some nonsense.
He ain't gonna listen.
She cursed more than Terry and Meech, and she a pastor. Hey, Miss Niecy.
Yeah, she
Hey,
foul.
Miss Niecy. Hey, girl.
Her
Yeah,
friend should have
that's.
got checks ASAP for going through her mail, whether it was, oh yeah, that's her cousin, whether it was sitting out or not. She was way out of pocket. I agree with you with
Oh
that.
yeah, that. I don't
I
care if
agree
it was
with you.
sitting
You
out in
don't
your
go
face.
through nobody
Yeah, you
bills
don't
unless
be
you
picking up
planning on
nobody's
paying them.
mail.
Yeah, she talking like she gonna
Oh,
pay the
But
bill.
if
and then
that was
okay,
if that was Nicole, she would have cursed Nicole out,
You know?
even though that's
okay,
her bill.
right. And all Lynn just said, sell the house and start over. The house is depressing. So I was thinking something like that too, but I was like, wait a minute, you're telling Charles to leave. It's his freaking house. You get your funky butt up out of there. You leave. Why he got to go? It's his house.
Mm-hmm.
You leave.
I don't understand why. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to be in a house with my ex husband, but if we struggling, let's figure this out together. Because the math ain't math, and y'all was broke when the kids was there. y'all still was making the same income up until now, but y'all have less kids in the house, so y'all still struggling. Like, I'm confused. The house, like you said, they gotta pay utilities. That's it. Like, what are y'all doing?
I think it's her. She don't know how to manage money. She
Yeah,
don't know
even
how
She's
to
spending
manage
it on
money,
like,
clothes.
and
She's
she's
spending
spending
it on
too. She do too
clothes
much. Yeah,
and
that's what she's with.
wigs.
yeah,
All of
because
that
remember
other
season
stuff.
one, the first time they had the financial issue, and
Mm-hmm.
she told him like months and months later, and she said, well, because the car needed to be repaired, so he thinking they good, handing the checks over, and she was like, well, we in trouble. So he like she's not communicating properly.
No, she not paying them bills right. She saying like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna put a little on this and a little on that and a
and
little
probably
on
into
this
the
and a little on
church.
that, and that's why she in the hole right now.
And listen,
Pastor
I'm not talking about nobody who got to work minimum wage jobs. I've been there. I understand that. But sometimes, when I did have to go there because whatever was going on in my life, I didn't stay there. Like I said, okay, I'm gonna work this a month or two or whatever. Well, while I'm working here at Wendy's, I'm going to be looking for something else. She ain't
Yeah,
yet never go look for nothing else.
I'm
yeah,
sorry, but if she knew how to drive, she could have been driving those doggone cabs with the rest of the family. I
yeah,
She
look.
could
That's
have done
just
anything
maybe
else.
because
You
it's
could, but
me
she
because
could.
of what I did for a living. She could have been driving one of them town cars just like them. If she could drive to and from church, she could have been driving to this street and that street. So
But it's
all
just
of that,
she could have
all of
been. She
that.
could have been. She could have tried to work as a secretary, answer phones or something. You know what I'm saying? A call. She could have found something. You can't tell me that she couldn't have left Wendy's. I'm not
yeah.
buying it.
It's
I'm not
like
buying it.
I like what Young Boy said too. I was thinking that she has no ambition. Like she wants the high life, but she don't really want to
No, and young
She
boy
don't
is
want to
so right.
put in the work.
Young boy
Yeah,
is so right. Yeah, just it's nothing wrong with somebody got to work Walmart, Target,
no,
or Wendy's, whatever. People, look, it's honest work. Somebody got to do it. But you don't stay there. You don't stay there and make that career. I mean, unless you management or something. Even then, people move on after a while. They don't stay in them jobs
yeah.
because they
I
low
Mm-hmm.
mean,
and paying jobs.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Most
once,
people check the
oh,
check.
I'm sorry. Go
Sorry, no,
ahead.
I
What
was
you
just saying
say?
most people check the check. It's just about managing your money and being fiscally, being responsible. And she's just not being responsible, but she cursing everybody else out. Like she's
Yeah,
not taking accountable. Like, girl, what are you like?
she
What's up?
hasn't taken accountability for anything she's done. Not even getting finger popped in the car by the doctor.
That's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up because I said that too. Boy, yeah, I've been here screaming at the TV like these people can hear me because I said you got a nerve to be talking about the way she talked to Nicole. It was so disrespectful to your daughter, all in front of everybody like that. And then like you was getting finger popped.
You know,
You
But
can't
she,
just be talking about, talking about, well, at least they know who their um children mothers is or something crazy she said to Nicole. You don't even know who your baby daddy. Man, that was just disrespectful.
I
yeah,
don't like. She talks to her really bad, and she kissed me behind. Y'all don't know.
yeah.
That's what I
He's a
Yes.
know.
Oh
golden
no.
child.
Yes. Yes.
He's a
She's
golden
Meech
child.
is her golden child.
Yeah, he's the favorite. And Terry and Nicole resents that. And you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
she wants something to complain about. I agree with young boy again. I mean, y'all, they hitting it. These people in the comments are sitting it on the head
Mhm.
because she's now y'all can't convince me that she ain't trash. I'm not. I ain't. I can't with her.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
read this comment. He said, once Charles is out of the house for good, Lucille's gonna search for him day and night with a flashlight, cause you never miss water till your love on the low. Yeah,
Yeah.
she ain't gonna miss her water till her well run dry.
She
That's
might have.
the phrase I know.
She's not gonna be satisfied till she's like damn random man over in the street or something. Like, she just want the man gone. Just
Well,
get
why?
out my face and get out my life and all that. Like what? You beat him down. You see how he was falling to the wall. He damn near melted down into and almost into the wall when she was talking to him.
Yeah,
Like, why does it take him having a serious cry for help for you to apologize?
exactly.
And
That's
he
why
was
Nikki
still
close
giving
with
her money
Charles.
when they was on when he did go on tour that first time. He came back and was giving money.
Mm-hmm. That's why Nikki close with Charles and Lawanda. Yeah. DeMarcus says Lucille was actually right talking to Nicole about Lawanda and Lori knowing who their baby fathers were. Yeah, I got what you saying. But
But at the
she
same
didn't have to
time,
do it in
But
public.
was that the
That's
time and
something you.
place in
It
front of
wasn't
the
the time and
family like
place.
that? And
She
there's no
figured.
reason to talk to your daughter. Okay, if I mean, none of us don't have no daughters, but if we did, that's not the way to. You're pregnant, your hormones is going crazy, and you're a teenager because you remember that she ain't grown, she's still a teenager, and you gonna talk to her like that? Like it could have had a better conversation with her.
but I'm not excusing. I understand what Demarcus is saying, but Lucille only learned about Worm through T.
Yup,
Like
because of Big
who's to
Mouth
say T's telling
Terry.
the truth or not insinuating something that's incorrect? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even communicating with your child to even know. If you would talk to her and be able to be in a safe space, maybe you would have more information. But you getting because T, I mean, yes, it's her brother and he's actually right, but you don't know that for sure because you're not communicating with her. This is the
Mm.
first time you talking about you can see. Well, this girl 3 months pregnant in your house and you just now realizing it
That's
because
because they
of
don't have
what you
relationship.
physically saw.
Because they don't have a relationship. So
Exactly. You
why
got
would
to
I go to
include
my
them.
mother if tell her anything if
Exactly.
she's beating me up like that, beating me
Yeah.
up with her words? You know what I'm saying?
But I
Mm.
also think what
Mm-mm.
she is lashing out on people is I don't want to say it's self hate, but I feel like it's things she feel about herself.
I
Right.
Or
think
feels
Thank
so
you.
about
too.
herself.
But
I think she
it
don't
is
want her
self hate.
daughter to be like her.
Right.
That's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. And she's so angry that she's turning into her daughter's
You
turning into her.
you
Yeah.
know what I was thinking, Moochie, and to me, I was thinking that the first thing I thought about when she started talking to Nicole like that was when Claudine beat the hell out of her daughter in the movie Claudine. You know what
I
I'm saying?
Mhm.
thought we was gonna get one of those type of
Me
scenes.
too. I was waiting for her to take off her shoe and start her high heel shoe and start beating her with it in the church. Cause that's some asinine stuff. Like that's crazy. You know, that's not. Even
Charles
though
was
you don't want
depressed
your
this
daughter to
whole
be like that, but
episode.
Charles did what?
I said he was depressed this whole episode. It was
Right,
sad.
and it's triggering. It's very triggering.
Mhm.
Because people are really going through this right now, especially with all this stuff going on right now.
It's just like
Um,
that when you get hurt from work, you feel like you not like you don't have a purpose sometimes. And I understand
Yeah.
that because that's what happened with me because I had like a routine of like just being at work. I had to find something to do. That's why I be on here with y'all talking.
And you
And
know,
I
mhm,
enjoy it. I'm glad.
mhm.
Sometimes you gotta, he feels like he can't look, music was his whole thing. He can't do that anymore.
yeah.
He can't work. You feel like half
He-
of a person.
Yeah.
and she
All
not
his
making him. Yeah, okay. Even if y'all stay divorced, fine. Okay, the relationship didn't work out. That's not the point. I think the point is the fact you're beating him down as a person, the man. Like you stripping him down of everything.
she's
Charles
been
needs to go
miserable.
back to Atlanta with Meech. Needs a change of scenery. Yeah, but I guess now he can go. But when if he's on workman comp and all that stuff, he gotta go for therapy and stuff. His hand
What
is
y'all
all
think
messed
about the
up.
welfare lady? That made me think of Claudine too.
She
It-
told her she should have lied. So the question is she gonna go back and try this again?
I don't know, but I would have lied. I'm gonna tell y'all for real. I would have lied on get so I can get the food stamps, the welfare, the anything else I could get. The medical. I would have lied. I would say, oh no, um, they this is all I make, and I don't know where he at. Took up and left and ran. I ain't seen that man. I don't know where he's at. We're divorced. He don't give me a dime. I know I would have lied.
Okay, so Antoine Heron said if she really wanted Charles gone, she would have been all for him dating and encouraged it instead of stink look after the after that brief glimpse of hurt we saw on her face. The eyes never lie. Chico.
Okay, and that's another thing. Charles lost the job. He lost the tour. Cece kicked him down. He just, his marriage. Like he said, he didn't ever want a divorce. That was her who wanted it. She been wanting that divorce. She wanted a divorce, and he just happened to cheat. And so, damn, that was her real reason. Then, oh, we gotta get divorced. She wanted a divorce before that. I bet.
We can't believe I'm defending Lucille. However, she was raised in a foster home.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing.
DeMarcus, good night. Go to bed. You're tired. You're
Don't get me
tired.
wrong. I understand, trauma and everything, but you can't use that as a crutch. I'm sorry, not at this point.
That's no excuse.
What you
She
think?
don't love that man.
What y'all think of the fight with Terry and Boone?
Boom needed to get his behind. I wish that he was unalived. I
How
wish
was
that
she in the next episode and all of this happened? Terry stupid.
I'm sick of Marquis. Oh my God, I can't
How
stand.
was she in the next episode and she doing all of this? He telling you what she doing. She playing you and me.
He need to watch out for her, because when he told her that he was glad that he gave LaWanda the money, all I could think about was CPS. Because I could see Markeisha like,
Doing something. Yeah. She did that. Look, y'all, let's go back to that. That's a good point. We debated about that, Moochie. Remember last time with the who called the social service? I always thought it was Hokeisha. I always thought it was her.
So I'm a little nervous now because she got a good job at City Hall. And I'm like, this girl, Lakeisha's going to mess it up if she gets spiteful enough. You know what I'm saying? If she needs, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust her. But if she in the next
Me.
episode, they on good terms, I don't have no words. I don't know if she put root work or just, did the little hula hoop action that Samora was talking about. I don't know what she did to this poor boy, but
No, you can throw it in the circle all you want, but that is I mean, she might have threw it in the circle, but that just shows how weak he is. Because somebody throw it in the circle that you so stupid like this. Like, and you going to, oh man. I wish that Boom had been unalive. I wish they had
he needed to
got
murder
rid of
him.
him.
But I'm saying, just because you throw it in a circle and throw 2 pumps at the end, you mean to tell me you going crazy like that over it?
That's what I'm saying. Did she do some root work or something?
Just because she know how to suck and blow, like Nicole said. You know what I'm saying? Nicole did say that. I know how to suck and blow. Yeah, that's why you 3 months pregnant.
She need to learn so she can find her a simp too. Take care of that baby.
And look, we need to talk about
Worm. Too
Worm.
much, Terry.
When Worm,
why would you tell her who got your money?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having her hold the money. And so now something might happen to LaWanda. I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all.
He's like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like he, lash out and say dumb stuff in an argument and it's going to come back to bite him. You can't volunteer any information with Markeisha. And now Boom out here, his ego all in his feelings. And he already called the hit out on them before. So what he going to do now?
Yeah, he's an idiot. Terry don't think. He just...
In this early 90s, right? We still in the early 90s, like 95,
95.
Right? Okay. Nobody had BBLs back then. And Lala looks crazy because she don't... I looked at that ass and them jeans. So I said, come on, ain't nobody had no big duck lips and all that ass back then like that. Well, unless it was a natural ass, but you can tell that's a big BBL.
Well, we know Lakeisha is to 50 Cent is what Taraji is to Tyler Perry. They always gonna work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You right about that. Yeah, you right about that. Yeah, right. But yeah, he should have. They tore that house up though. I said, I'm glad Terry got into a little scrap with him, but I wish that Terry had. But Terry ain't never got a body yet, has he?
No, they've been very careful about that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they not doing that because
in this episode either.
But I wonder if they doing that on the show, the writers, because they don't want to incriminate them in real life or some stuff.
Course,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Terry put that all on Worm cheek and straightened his answer up with the quickness. Do y'all think he thought he really was going to get put on again? He's done. Unless that's his baby. Yeah. I think if maybe he did that to automatically become where he definitely stay on. People do strategic stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Worm probably going to get himself murked because he thirsty to prove himself. See what he did with, the whole Nicole thing. He's trying to get back into T's good graces. And now he probably like, dang, now I really got to make it up. So he probably going to Try to
Oh
get you
yeah, he
back,
gonna be gone. Yeah, he
get
might be
busy,
gone
and he
too.
gonna get hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then he gonna tell Worm, Terry gonna tell Worm, you gonna marry her and put her up in a big house. And I'm like, come on now. You ain't even do that for LaWanda. What the hell you talking about?
That's the thing I'm talking about.
You gonna put your hoe in a big house for her kids, and you ain't put your baby mother in a house. She
These
was living with her
dudes,
mama.
these dudes dog their girlfriends out, and then they want their sisters to be treated like princesses.
And the
You
side
gotta.
chicks.
That's
The
the
side chick got a house.
yeah.
Yes.
He's wilding. Why do y'all want the baby father to be Worm? Who do you want the baby father to be, Worm or Breeze?
It might be young boy's baby. I
Yeah, he trying to get
mean,
out of. He trying to get out of it. That's why he asked us.
Terry backwards as hell.
I mean,
I
I,
don't
I
know.
don't know. I keep saying maybe last week I kept saying it was Worm. Now I don't even know myself. They need to get a DNA test when the baby's born. Cause now I'm confused on who the father might be. Last week I said Worm, but it might be Bree. She don't know.
Mm-mm.
Cause we
I
don't
don't
know the
think.
timeline,
She
right?
wants
So
it to be Breeze. She wants it to be Breeze, but
yeah,
I don't
she
think it
wants it to
is.
be Breeze. Yeah, she wanted to be Breeze. But we don't know how many times she done been with Worm and what the timeline was. Cause all
Meech
it takes
didn't,
is one time.
She just
Meech
like
didn't
me.
put Lori or Monique in a house either. Exactly.
Right.
If Worm the brothers will make sure he gets money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's Worms, they gonna make. That's what I was saying. Do you think he strategically did this? Did this? She's always late. Like, do you think he knocked the sister up because he know if he knock her up, he gonna be guaranteed to get money because they gonna make sure they sister all right.
Hey, Jackie.
I didn't
Mm.
think that was probably his initial plan, but maybe as time progressed, because I don't know. He made it seem like when he found out like she was pregnant, like he was shocked. Like I don't know. I just don't think it was planned, but I can't put nothing past no ninja these
Young
days.
boy said,
You
"I'm the
know.
pappy. I'm the."
All right, get that support up. That the same child support
Yeah.
still asking for.
I'm the pappy. Yes, right. Uh, oh look. Well, that whole thing pissed me off.
I got the trailer. Y'all ready to look at it? And then we're gonna pretty much get out of here soon. We'll make a couple of predictions and see what's what. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Pusher is a lot of things, but you ain't unprepared.
This ain't business no more. It's personal. He ain't gonna stop until somebody stops him.
Come on to a BMFstarz house.
Welcome to Atlanta, Mr. Flannery. Our high roller tables are right this way.
Y'all bring me Meech, dead or alive.
Like, you know, once you make that move, ain't no turning back, right? And there's always a cost for war.
What about did y'all mention about Duffy that he's
No.
standing 10 toes down with
Yeah.
BML
I mean, what y'all think of it? Let's talk about it now.
and his father? I like Rockman Dunbar, the
Oh my
actor.
god, that was probably the most. What? That's probably the best scene. I mean, it was sad, but it was probably the best acted scene in the whole season. Like he did
Mm-hmm.
his thing. But he
Yeah.
stayed 10 toes down as we thought we would. I did get a little bit of nervous because
Me
I'm like,
too.
look, we getting family involved. He may see his dad's point of view, but
I thought he was.
Oh,
he
you
did.
thought he was gonna cave in
Yeah,
and
I
get
did
and
at
get the
first.
singing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you feel like the father might got like lung cancer or something. He coughing and he say he about to die and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he got some kind of something. He coughing and spitting up. You know. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he was going. I thought for a second, maybe a slight second, I thought he was gonna snitch. But so, what you think gonna happen to Duffy
He
then?
okay, Pops was in Soul Food. He was in so many different
Oh
shows.
yeah,
Oh, he was in a lot of
He
stuff.
was in a lot of stuff.
Prison
He's one.
Break. Go back and watch Prison Break. Was
Yeah, he was in
phenomenal.
that.
Yeah,
he's a
this
vet.
guy,
He
He
was
but
in
this guy's
yeah.
a vet. He was on 911, the one with
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett for a while. He's been acting for so
Wasn't that
many
her
years.
husband?
Oh, on the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Right, right.
So
And
he's
then
still on there.
no. They have they have fired him off the show. Because he didn't want to
Oh.
take the jab.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
back when the COVID time came and he refused to take it, so they let him go. And he's suing them, I heard too.
Wow,
Yeah, he's
good.
suing the production company or something. But he was on that Tyler Perry movie where he slapped Sanaa Lathan
The family
across the
that
Mm-hmm.
prayed.
the family that prays, yeah. That's
Okay.
probably one of the Tyler Perry ones I do like.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Miss
But
Nisi says that Markeisha is the one of the main reasons Meech and Terry are not getting along. Of course it is.
Yep.
Shoot, that cookie will do
oh
something
yeah,
to
because she
a
said my you she
ninja.
said F meat. You don't need him. You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
No, I
cookie
mean,
will do
but
something to a ninja.
what we think gonna happen with Duffy at the end though? Is he gonna end up just going to do some jail time,
I
some
Yeah.
think
prison
he's
time?
gonna do his time, and that's that.
Yeah. He
Meech
gonna be
gonna
like,
see him when he go in the inside.
But he gonna probably take care of his family, his mama, or
Oh
somebody. Yeah.
yeah.
well,
Mm-hmm.
he
Yes,
did
I
give me
agree. That was
some.
the best scene of the season. Yes.
Yeah, it
Do
really
y'all
was.
think Meech gonna still take care of his father like Duffy
Yeah,
asked him to?
that's what they paint Meech to be.
Mm-hmm.
Loyal.
Boom and Mickey will team up against Terry and Meech.
Oh,
Booming. What?
Boom and
Nah.
Mickey. I don't know.
Oh no.
Brian gonna get Duffy beat up.
yeah, they
Duffy
making
can
some.
handle his own. He can fight. I think
They
he can
making
probably
some
handle
James St.
something.
Patrick, Charlie Murphy stuff. Yeah, but I mean, he already know he's 10 toes down. But we already see in the trailer he has another angle. He got the other guy that stepped up. He
Oh,
gonna be
Dad
Sterling.
already sick. So what Telling gonna do to help? You know you right. What he already on his deathbed.
Wait a minute. Let me see that again. The day already.
Why Duffy gonna say something now? His father, if his father ain't getting out, and
Yeah, he
Brian
got a
said it
life
to him.
sentence. The father got a life sentence, and he dying. So
And
with
Brian
them,
already said he's circling down the drain. So he
yeah,
said that
but
to him before he walked in.
I thought that I took it as more so Brian thinking that Duffy's father's gonna talk some sense into him, like, hey, don't be like me, dying in prison. Go ahead, do what you gotta do, snitch, whatever you gotta say to have a life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Right.
feel like that was the purpose of that.
hey, she always late. Yeah, y'all might be right on that. It didn't make no sense to snitch at this point because like, if your father almost gone, why would you? Yeah, it would be worse for him if he snitched because because when you go to prison and they know you're a rat. Nah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it'd be worse. Yeah,
What do you guys think about the guy that missed the pow pow and writing in the notebook forgot his name? What?
The guy that was Mr. Paval, right? Who y'all talking about?
Who the
She
is
talking about B Mickey.
That's what I was thinking the first part, but the writing in the notebook, he wrote in the notebook.
Yeah,
Oh
it's the
yeah, he was
notebook.
writing his
I,
wedding
Yeah,
vows.
he
Oh,
had
Remember
that
I
little
said I
you
had to
talking
go
about
back and
notepad.
get the
Bryant? Yeah,
picture,
yeah,
Tamika.
Bryant. Uh huh.
Oh yeah, okay, I couldn't.
Yeah, I did say I had to go back and tell Tamika I had to go back and get the picture of that.
Yeah, but Brian was writing his wedding vows or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
I,
we
Lucia,
we didn't know that he was a snake at that time. Like,
nah, we didn't. Lucia's a certified bird. Instead of being proud, happy grandma showing love and concern, she told Charles, "I can't do this. Only thinking about herself as always." Yeah,
I get her point on this. I raised my kids. I don't want to go do this no more. That part I might understand that
I got that too.
because I don't want to raise no more babies. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so I kind of get that. It's just the way she comes off with it, though. It's just
She
so funky and foul.
she says, "You know what got me though? You say this about Nicole, and this is actually your own granddaughter, but you got Lawanda all up in the house with the two kids. So it's like you got. I just I
that
don't like.
double standard.
I see the whole thing with coddle the boy and raise the girl with this family.
Oh yeah, a lot of families, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but look, she always like say a bird. She's a buzzard. I like
Okay,
that.
so Lucia's a
I like that. I'm
certified.
gonna have to take that from you. She always
Let me
like.
read that. Lucia's a certified bird. Instead of being Proud, happy grandmother showing love, concern. She told Charles, I can't do this, only thinking about herself as always. I had to read that again.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she a buzzard.
Damn period.
Yeah. Got money. Yeah. All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
Okay, thank you, DeMarcus. Nicole being pregnant will help Lucille get government assistance. Yeah, she was thinking of that, but now that it looked like she going down to Atlanta to live with Meech. The next episode, she's down there with Meech.
And that ain't gonna last because you can't go. I don't. Well,
It's not stable, but he got
unless
money
she
to throw
wait
around.
a minute, y'all. Unless she don't live on campus, and maybe she live
At
uh
Meech house.
at Meech's house, or Meech put her in an apartment or something, and then she can get a. He helps her with a babysitter. That type. Let's Meech helps her out in some type of shape, form, or fashion. Otherwise, and she do name the baby Demetrius in real life. I don't know what she gonna name on the show, but real life, her son is named Demetrius.
Mm-hmm.
So
She
maybe
treat Wanda more like a daughter than Nikki. Yes.
Mm.
Lucille resents Nicole, only graduate and got a scholarship. Yeah. My man Bernie. Nikki can't wait to get away from Lucille. I know. She ready.
I'll be running out the door to get away from her. And one thing, that cousin, I have to agree, even though that cousin Estelle is nosy as hell and always running her mouth, but she right. She should have lied on the application for the government assistance. She
Yeah.
should have lied.
All right. Did we miss anything? We covered. Okay, so this last thing where he came in, that's that's the end of the relationship. I think. Who's going with who? Y'all think Hoop is gonna stay working with Terry?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, who said no?
Oh, I said I was just thinking. I feel like geographically, that's probably
He's
the
staying
best
because
for
he has
Hoop.
no choice, right?
Because Meech, he's calling Atlanta home. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
He's probably just gonna have, Terry keep Detroit, you know what I'm saying, in terms of the territory. So I mean, probably Terry's not a boss you want to have, but it is what it is. But you never know, because he may move to Atlanta, because remember he was salty a few times for, like, he got picked over in terms of
Yep.
positions, even though Terry had his ways on kind of explaining his methods. But I mean, everybody seems to prefer Meech over Terry.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
like and I think he's very jealous of him because of that.
Yeah, because either is at home they prefer him, and then in the streets, like,
Why you want him to go so bad? You got to remember, in reality, they got pinched. So he might be part of the downfall. So I don't think I don't think he's gonna get taken out how you think he is, DeMarcus. That's
And
just my thought.
young boy said, "Don't welfare investigate if she's telling the truth." I don't care. I would at least lie to get the money, and then I'll figure something else out. You know what I'm saying? After that, I say, "Look, Charles, we got the welfare check, but you can't stay here." Okay? I had to say what I'll let them know. I had to do what I had to do to get the money, but now I'm getting it. You got to go. I would
I'm
kind of,
like, look, why don't you go stay at Terry house? I don't know
yeah.
why you not going there.
because he
Well,
probably it's an ego thing. Like, this is my house. I'm a man. I don't want to live off of no other man. Like, you gotta live off of somebody until you get some benefits. So,
you laying
and
in
that's
your
why
son's twin beds right now.
and that's why I thought this story was going, because I don't know the whole story. I know the dad gets pinched and he's involved in
Yep.
in real life. So that's what I was thinking it was building up to, leaving out all his options, but to work with, or be with his sons on some level to where he gets caught up. So that's why I'm thinking there was going. I could be wrong, but because I don't know how they're going to end Charles' story on this show.
And what, he got sick in real life and passed, like cancer or something, didn't
Yeah.
he?
But
Hmm.
you know what I wanted to ask y'all though? About as far as Damn, I forgot
Oh
what I.
yes, she always lay. I'm sorry, Moochie. That's a good
It's
comment.
okay.
Why Lucy figures she can't lie when she's stealing from Nicole for the for the Sears
That's what I'm
credit
saying.
card.
She pick and choose her sin. We've been talking about
Definitely.
this. She's a hypocrite.
Definitely.
Mm,
She's a
mm.
hypocrite. I remember. I don't know. Tamika and me watched the episode together. I said I gotta go back and look at the Sears bill because I think that Sears bill is in that baby name.
It is. Now
Not the
remember she
baby in
opened up the
Nicole
credit
name.
card.
Yeah, she didn't take care of
Oh,
that.
remember she opened up the that was season one. She opened up the credit card.
In the
Season
baby name.
in the yeah, it was in season one, season two. She in Nicole's name. Nicole was still a teenage girl. You know what I mean? So
For
Nicole
bras.
was like in middle school at the time or something, wasn't she? She was young.
Yeah, because she's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be getting bras.
Not because she needed to get bras. Yeah, right. And while she was in, and then she told her when they was in, says, "Girl, go get that dress. Go get what you, you know." I mean, she was.
Exactly. If Terry is in California and Meech is in Atlanta, Sterling Black gotta go because Sterling Black not a snitch. Yeah, but they got pinched. I keep telling you, they got arrested. That whole PA crew. When I did the thing last season, when I used to have Brillo come on and do what up though segment, he mentioned that. He talked about the PA boys.
I remember that. Hmm.
Thank you.
I mean,
Nicole got credit gonna be messed up. You can't buy your own baby nothing. I know. That's what she gonna find out. Her credit is probably jacked up when she go to fill out for a
and that's
doggone apartment.
back when they in the '90s where they them stores was giving people credit cards left and right.
Mm-hmm.
All the stores,
True.
Macy's, everybody.
I'll do you one better. How many people remember Capital Rec the things that the way you used to order the
Oh, Capital
CDs?
Music, yeah, with the pennies,
Yes.
yeah. You could.
Everybody owed them money.
Oh yeah, everybody. I did. I had plenty. I still got some CDs here from back then. From that.
Mm-hmm.
But why I ain't never paid a penny though? That's I'm trifling. Why I ain't never paid them people?
I was out, man. We was
Look,
putting them in
those.
different people's names and everything. Everybody was doing that.
Yup, she always like she went to go see the family with new clothes. Charles got on
Hmm.
her for spending the money too. Exactly.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I know, Miss Nita. We still owe
I'm
them
not
people.
gonna read that one out loud, but everybody's seen it.
Yeah, we not.
Hmm.
We ain't.
Look, we ain't copping to that.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Right,
Allegedly.
allegedly, right.
Look, I should just
Mhm.
remove the comment. Look.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Look, we ain't
Self
trying to
fiction.
get nobody incriminated.
Yeah, because you never,
Delete.
because the way they coming at the people now,
You
Orange Man
know?
and all this old stuff. Yeah, you don't know what they. Um, but that yeah, back then they was easy to get the credit cards back then because you could put them in different people's names and all kinds of
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah, nobody was
Mhm.
checking nothing like they do now. But you're
Yeah.
right. If she want to go and apply for an apartment or something, you
Do
know.
y'all think that's gonna come up?
I mean, maybe, but back in the '90s, you didn't need no credit to get an apartment. All you needed was cash. You can go in into the landlord, give him some
Yeah.
money. If you ain't, they ain't check no.
They showed that on Raising Canaan. You
Yeah,
right.
and that's a fact. No, you didn't need. All I needed to show was that I had a job and I could put up the money. They
Mhm.
didn't ask for all that stuff. Now, like now, they want to know that you need all your
Yeah, they
just
want to take a flashlight and look around up in there.
right, just to get a little raggedy apartment. Yeah, they want everything, your whole life story. And
Shoot, they want everything almost but DNA, you know?
right, right. Hmm.
Yup, Nicole gonna show out on Lucille in church.
I hope
Yeah,
so,
she
and
gonna show up there with that big belly, and that whole
I
congregation gonna be
hope,
looking at her.
I hope, yeah, I hope so. Now, how long it's gonna take before we do a time jump and she like 6 months, 7 months pregnant or something like that?
I don't know because we saw the coming attraction. She still looks the same in this episode, and we on episode that'll be episode 7. So probably by 9 she might have a little bump.
Well, she got a bump now. I saw the
I'm
bump.
talking about like a big
Oh,
bump.
like a big
She
nose.
saw it
Yeah,
when they was
like when you're
embracing each
seven,
other,
eight months
and
pregnant, like LaWanda was, So
Oh, okay.
I think Breeze brought attention to it when he touched the stomach,
Yeah, because
and
she an
she saw
idiot.
that.
yeah, because
I
she
was
shouldn't
like,
have said it. None of us would say that at the wedding at the reception. Everybody having a good time, and you gonna
no,
sit there and tell that information? I wouldn't
I
have
do
did
you
that.
one better. They in church. You know how they gossip in church?
And it
I
was
think
two people sitting at the table
Exactly. The
with the
whole church gonna be
with the
talking about
choir
that
robes on. It was
nonsense.
two people sitting at the table with
The
choir
whole
robes on.
choir gonna be whispering and
I
talking
think
about
her
that.
twisted self was like, it's the Lord's house, and I prayed about it, and I'm gonna tell him here.
Mm.
Picking and choosing like her mama.
He said picking and choosing like a mom.
Lucille might as well just go ahead and let the boys take care of her. Like she's playing around. Like stop
You know,
playing.
stop playing around
Because
and
they
tell him to
will
pay off
take care.
that sales credit card too.
Because they would take
Exactly.
care of their mother. Let's go ahead and give Meech all the bills that you have so he can wipe your whole thing clean and start over fresh.
You wasting time messing up your daughter credit because you don't want to ask Meech for the dirty money, but you already doing something dirty messing up your daughter credit. Do that make sense, y'all?
And that's the
And
thing.
you got a nerve to be wagging your finger in her face and how do you think that made her feel? That
You
made
know,
Nicole probably feel like,
Nicole is working at the drug front.
oh, she said that. She told me I'm
Uh-huh.
working in here, ain't no customers up in here. This ain't number the front.
Well, you might as well let them pay for her room and board because she's earning money for what? For room and board or whatever expenses. So you might as well just
Exactly.
cut it. Like they'll still be justifying stuff
She
in the
better
spirit.
not put loose. She better not put Nicole on that welfare and they working at that job. It's too much. It's paper trails now, y'all.
Right,
She
right.
getting on. She look. Maybe I'm
She,
talking too much because I'm just telling you where they gonna get trapped up at probably.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
She working at the diner. She's on
mm-hmm,
payroll. That means she getting
mm-hmm,
taxes and all that other stuff because that's a front. That's a business. She better
mm-hmm.
not go collect welfare because you got nosy ass Bryant looking around, and this is going. This will jam her up too and have her in the mix. No, don't put her
It
on
would.
welfare.
If I
Let
mean, if Lucille want to get welfare, she just need to put her name down. Don't put Nicole and Charles and all these other people down on the application.
no.
Uh, mm,
They
mm,
don't want
mm.
they don't want the people to be accessories.
I don't look. Look. I'm not saying it's right
Yeah.
to take drug money or nothing like that. But if my son was doing it and I'm struggling, but first of all, my son ain't gonna let me struggle. If he start making, if my son go, I don't want him to be doing that. But if he go out here and start doing that, he's not gonna sit here and watch me struggling while he living good in the penthouse, driving nice cars, and I'm in here in a raggedy house struggling. My son ain't gonna do that. So I don't understand the sons and just saying, look, forget what my mother's doing. I'm gonna make sure the house is taken care of, bills is paid.
Well, he did do that. The father got mad and tried to take the money back. Tried to pay. Look, I want you to go back and get this money. Who does that? But anyway,
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, she just need to go in and ask the sons go ahead and take care, at least to get her straight on her feet, and then maybe she could say, okay, don't give me no more, but just take care of this so I can get all this debt off my back. I don't understand why she in so much debt. I really just don't understand.
Miss Nisi said, they said that Terry in real life told his mom put all the bills on the table and it was taken care of. Well, maybe we'll see that in the next episode, Miss Nisi.
No, they ain't gonna show that because they just want to show them messed up, keeps complaining and saying the same shit episode after episode, and they want to show her and Charles arguing and fighting, and that's what they want. They want to show drama, y'all. I've given up. They
Mm,
not gonna show none of that.
So
Drama's
it's
what
giving
sells.
we
And the
can't.
thing is, the real life Lucille said in that first documentary that they did have financial issues, but it wasn't about no cheating.
Mm-mm.
She said that out her own mouth. So, and then when she said something, oh, you got to take an AIDS test. And then she gonna sit there and tell me, well, you will know about it, Charles, or some kind of crap she said. I mean, I might be paraphrasing how she
Yeah, she
said it.
did say something
That was
slick like
funky.
that. How
That
could
was
you say
funky.
that and you went to the hotel with the doctor? You just
She
did
did sleep with
that.
the doctor. It wasn't just a finger popping in the car that
Nah,
time.
she slept
She
with him
slept with the
too.
doctor.
And then found out he was engaged.
Yeah, maybe you need to take an AIDS test.
You know?
I'm not gonna lie, I laughed when she said that because I'm like, Lucille, how much more ridiculous can you be right now?
Yeah,
Like,
it was like they wanted to keep going and going and going and going. It was just, child, it was too much for me. I'm sorry. I don't think I've been this pissed off with a show since the Shaw did the sickle cell shit. I literally, my vein is popping in my neck and my
That's what
head is hurting. That's why I've been over here quiet because this shit just irritated
I
the
know
hell
I'm
out of me.
She
pissed.
was mad when she was watching it.
I'm very pissed about the. I don't care about Mexico. I don't care about what's going on in St. Louis. I don't care about none of them other things. Or about why Terry and them is fighting. I don't care about that. I'm pissed at Lucille. That's my whole argument of this whole thing. I'm mad at Lucille and how how she is,
Okay.
and the beating down of this man to the point where it's one thing to say, I don't want to be bothered with you, but the way this man was about to go and get the pow pow and take his own self
And
up
if
out of
they
here.
make the story that he take himself out and that's the funeral they at, I really hope this show don't have another freaking season. I'm telling
Oh no,
y'all
I'm gonna
right
be
now.
done. Oh, if that's the funeral, Tamika, I'm officially done. Don't send me no link. I ain't even recording it. I mean, talking about it. I'm done with it. Now I will be done with it for sure. Now I know I say that sometime I'm done with a show and I still peek and watch it, but I will be done. If he unalive himself, oh, I'm done. I'm real done. I'm done.
I didn't even think about that. Oh Lord, yeah, I'll be done too.
Y'all, I hope it's not him too now. I hope they
I'm
don't do
thinking it
this
still be
I'm
nonsense.
gonna
Nikki.
be crying, y'all. I'm gonna be real mad, like furious mad.
This season is dragging. There's nothing excited about it. All
It's not
right.
exciting. No, this whole season
Now,
has
Oh,
been
okay,
now,
a
Jamarcus.
flop to me. There's
Tamika,
nothing exciting about this
what did
season.
I talk to you about doing earlier today? What did I say I wanted to do?
What?
With I said I wanted to do the first reaction for the shot tonight because of the whole Emmett situation.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I felt like I said people gonna be so
Yeah.
mad at this episode, and but you know what? I'm doing it tomorrow though. So
The first reaction. Oh, okay.
yeah, Nicole
Um,
been out and about publicly with Worm and having parties. Mad people probably told Breeze about him, which is why he probably feels he not the dad. You know, Steven, I ain't even think
wait a
about
minute. Let me
that.
see. Nicole been out public. I mean, well, Breeze didn't. No, wait a minute. How could you say that? Because Breeze didn't even know anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but
So
he
he
gonna
was
ask
shocked.
around now.
Yeah, not. But they talk. They might not have said anything yet, but I could see that happening.
Yeah, he back in
Mm-hmm.
town too. Mhm.
Exactly.
Mm.
All right. So anybody got anything else they want to add?
Yeah, and Brian inviting the whole entire Flannery family, except for me not being there, to his
Um,
wedding, and you snaking everybody like that. That's diabolical right there. That's wild.
why would Meech be at B Mickey funeral? That's a good question. So
Cause you
So
know
now,
you
how Meech
oh
please don't tell
Lord,
me it's gonna be Charles. God damn it, y'all! I'm gonna be mad.
is
I
it me or has the acting been getting worse? Charles, the only one that been acting his tail off.
Charles did that was good acting from with,
I say
Russell
Charles Bryant
Hornsby.
and yeah,
Russell
cause you saw
Hornsby.
tears and everything with him.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that
well
was
he's an A+ ass actor anyway. No.
Mhm.
Like no, every time he's on something, like he's great. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh man,
I
that's
think Duffy father was good in Bryant.
Yeah.
Duffy. Yeah,
Mhm.
Duffy father, and then yeah, and then Charles. Brian, I don't give a damn about Brian. Look at what was in that picture that Abraham or Abe or whatever the father name was brought to him. What was I ain't really see that picture that well. Was it Meech talking to who?
It was Meech talking to somebody outside, and I think it was the one who he'd been talking to, the one that played the
yeah,
young Bobby Brown.
yeah. He just got promoted. That was him. Yeah.
So he was
Oh,
talking to
okay.
him.
Oh yeah, I just
Charles,
saw
my
him, Bobby
favorite
Brown. Yeah.
character. Okay.
Yeah, he was great in Lincoln Heights. Very
Yes,
good.
that used to be my show.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
I forgot about that.
Lucille acting is also great too. I thought so too. I
I
Yeah.
I
mean,
didn't
listen,
think the acting.
the actress is top tier of what of as far as that lady. She's
I
been a
don't
great
think the
actress.
acting's bad with everybody. I
Yeah,
think
no,
people have their
because
moment.
they're those people, the ones we just named, they're legends. The other ones
Yeah,
is
they've
bad
been in the
acting. Might
game a
be
long time. Now, somebody that had horrible acting in tonight's episode to me was the Jay
Marquise.
Pusher second in command when he shot him and he was on that floor the way he went. I said, "What the hell
Oh,
is
and then
this?"
he got urinated on. That's real.
Yes, he
Woo,
Mm,
that
said,
was
"Rest in
crazy.
piss."
Rest in piss.
Mm-mm.
Mm,
yeah.
that's yeah.
I miss Bodie. Ugh.
I love look. See that's why I got to separate it because I
I,
love JD Williams.
me
JD
too.
Williams, Brick City all day. He's a great guy, and I love him and as Bodie. But I can't. I hate this character here. Like I want his man. I want something real bad to happen to him. I want. I
It
want.
is.
I want something like how Lamar did with Alvin. Throw him in the fire and let him burn. Yeah. Oh, I want something bad to happen to him. He was a bad character in Oz too. When he played Kenny Wagner in Oz, he was horrible in there. So he deserved his death in Oz. So
All right. We okay. Yeah, Bodie was on one this episode. Yeah. Jay
mm,
Push is a true villain now. Yes.
yeah, he definitely
Yes.
is. Yeah. So they brought in the okay. We've been asking for eye candy. Ain't been getting no eye candy. Then we finally get that chocolate brother from Queen Sugar, and then they
Okay.
take
Mm-hmm.
and then they take him on out of here as soon as we get him.
I know we ain't even getting no shirtless scenes or nothing because he was a religious man.
Yeah. You
I mean,
got.
I just yeah. Even this is. I mean, we didn't even see his face for 2.5 seconds.
I'm
You
not trying to
Yeah,
know,
objectify him, but that was a waste.
that
it
was a
was.
waste.
Y'all could have
Well,
gave us something.
You know.
that was a waste. I mean, and also when they got not about eye candy, but when they brought in Clifton Powell playing the preacher, that was a waste of a great because he's a great actor. Why would that just for that one little scene? We don't see him no
Do
more.
y'all think we gonna see him again?
No,
I was about to
BMF
say
don't
give
do
him
No,
that.
I
No,
good
said
next
that the
step.
last
no,
time.
BMF don't do that. They be sometimes they do that. They just
They just be sprinkling people in. Hey, why
right,
don't you come on to episode number 5? I'll find a part for you. Do the
right,
preaching.
right.
And how they be having no Hollywood parties? Like, you know
Uh
what?
huh. You know what? Come to episode number 7, and you number
Mm.
9. Look, you over there in the corner, number 9.
Yeah, but we can't get no eye candy. The only thing they give us is ashy little meat butt.
Uh huh. And bony chest.
Oh my God, look bird chest, right?
Yeah.
Looking like JJ off a good
You need some
Where's
time.
tissue
Snoop
or
at?
something.
You know he not going. Snoop is not coming back because you know he said split that check right down the middle because he wasn't getting in the middle. All right.
But she had to do new church now, so she wouldn't see him no more anyway.
Exactly. But
So
once she said she wasn't giving him no rhythm, he said split that check right down the middle because he ain't getting in the middle.
right, yeah, no, that's done with him. At least they gave us more episodes with him. And when they brought Snoop in to play that pastor, we did get we got a story with him. He was on there for a minute, but they've been just
Yeah.
bringing in people and
And
one and done.
yeah,
And they
like a
just and
revolving door.
right. And I agree with Pretty Girl. That was a waste. Like he came in, he said 2 lines, bam, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh well. And then what y'all think about Sweetie?
That's
Nuts.
So what?
crazy if that's his last scene.
I think she
She
may get
I
murked behind this.
Yeah, it seemed like she kind of worried about that because she's like, this is personal when she said
Mhm.
all of that in the trailer. But like I said, we're gonna
Yeah, it
break the
wasn't it
trailer
wasn't
down.
business. Yeah, it was personal. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna break the trailer down on Tuesday for the BMF, Wednesday for the shot. So keep y'all notifications on. We'll be back tomorrow for we got watch party. Go ahead, Inga and Tamika. Y'all tell them what's going on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get together in the Discord. I put it on the community tab, and I put the Discord links in there for those who are not already in the Discord. And we're just gonna get together and get our popcorn and our drink and everything, and we're gonna watch Sinners. You know, so uh, so if come on through 9 o'clock or around that time, 9ish. We're gonna try to, be on time, but uh, that's what we're gonna try to do tomorrow. And if anything should change, we will make an announcement. But we're gonna try to do 9 p.m. tomorrow or today, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? For centers and the ladies on Discord. Yeah, today. What is it? It's Friday now, so delayed on today. Yeah.
Okay, y'all
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
please be sure to come join the fun tomorrow, and we'll chat about it afterwards.
Right. I'll put another announcement in later on again, out there on the community tab. Anybody, it's open for anybody want to join. You gotta have your you don't have to be on camera, and your microphone has to be off because we need to hear the movie. You know. So and holler at your girls. That's right.
Oh, good. All
um,
right. So I guess we out then.
and I'm gonna do my live on Sunday. Just catch like Tamika said, just keep the notifications on in
Look,
case
and keep
something
your
change.
keep
Yeah.
your notification on. The trap church will be in session probably this weekend, so you never know. She might pop up and surprise y'all with her big old hat and her
I may
church
have
hat and her
Mhm.
mints in
Well,
her pocketbook.
she probably be a better
Look in that
pastor than
church.
Lucille.
Look at her mints in her pocketbook.
She a better preacher than Lucille.
Yeah. Pretty girl got the mints in her pocketbook to hand you so you can listen to her whole recap. Okay, y'all? So
Mm-hmm. Yes,
we
young
all
boy,
do our
come on
separate
back, son.
recaps. Everybody's link is in the description. Please like and follow. Thanks for coming out and have a good night, y'all. Later.
Bye, y'all.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl. Ew.